Welcome to another weekly anime tier list where I rate spring 2026 animes and judge them how I felt. Monday to Sunday, remember that's the cutoff. Episodic, not an entire season. Remember, these are weekly tier lists based on how I felt. Are we dropping any shows? Not gonna lie, if there is an anime that I want to drop right now, it's kind of Kill Blue again. Dude, this recent episode was so weird. It was so... I think I preferred the episode before it. At least that one, the slice of life, the plot twist with the age mechanic was kind of fun and the new characters being hyped up. And now that we see what it was actually for, I don't know, it just felt... What's going wrong with this anime? Like in the beginning, the action and direction, it actually made sense. Like the episodes, it felt like coherent. This one is like... I'm not comparing it to One Punch Man Season 3 or to PEAKED, but it's like, it is chopped. It is the most fucking chopped anime that we're watching right now. It's weird. And I'm so deep in that like, I might as well just finish it. The action was meh. It was very underwhelming, very awkward. The villains, like whatever. I don't know, bro. It's just like, I'll just fucking watch it and forget about it. Liar Game. Okay, Liar Game. What's going on? Minimum good to great. Why? The new stuff with Fukunaga coming in and just, god damn, she is a fucking beast. She is dominating the game again. And Kanzaki now falling for the bait. Just so predictable, so funny though. The Fukunaga just genuinely is such a underappreciated character. I think that she is absolutely delivering heated content, and the drama that's coming out from it is juicy. It's gonna be like, how the fuck is she gonna win now at this point? Akiyama's probably gonna show up in Culture. I hope that she can figure it out. I think that she's gonna take on Dead or something, but the new game is actually pretty fun in the way that Fukunaga just kind of laid everything down and fucked the Mohawk guy again. Minimum good, if not great. Second prettiest girl recently has been chilling out for a bit, right? It's definitely like, I think the main arc of dealing with, you know, the high school romance is done, and now we're kind of dealing with like family drama, which is still enjoyable, but definitely a lot of people have lost interest. It is what it is. The stuff with dad was like, oh my god, at the restaurant. Seeing, what's her name? Fucking rank 3 Nina and Minato. So dad's hooking up with Minato. Is Nina Minato's daughter? That would be crazy, right? If that was the plot twist, I would go batshit wonking crazy over it. I think it was at least good. Well, it's an actual great anime. As usual, let's just stage the animes in great before putting it peak. Confidently, I can put Nippon Sangoku in probably peak later on, but great this week. The death of Yaya. Man, the way that it was entirely done, like the sacrifice that he did to cover up for the fucking Wajima, the main idol girl, the dictator that everyone's simping over for, I think it was just handled so well done. This anime has no fucking L episode. Every episode is like delivering hype. It is the inverse of Kill Blue. But you know what the sad thing is? Kill Blue's more better populated. Okay, let's check this out. Kill Blue viewership. It's like at 3,000. Right? 3,000, 4,000, 3,000. You look at fucking Nippon Sangoku. Yeah, and this is why, like, I think that most people that watch anime are just actually fucking retarded. Genuinely. Like, you could not... There is a clear fucking gap in the quality and the presentation of these two, but, like, this gets more viewership and engagement. Why? Because at the end of the day, viewership and engagement is not indicative of what good anime is. Sometimes people just want to watch chill anime and not think about it, you know? And it makes a lot of sense why something like this would do bad. It's just so fucking unfortunate. Underrated. Every episode is just fucking art. This most recent episode, the sacrifice, the crucifixion of Yakichi done. Oh my god. The way that he went out, family covering after Wajima again. Like, it was just so well done. And then the rest of the people from Sei too, like the two sons, you know, of Yaikichi, you know, basically the Yasuke guy that basically did the whole Dogaza, you know, pleading for his father to die in honor of his father. Like, god fucking damn, bro. Oh my god, bro. A Sensible Bookworm this week was Minimum good. What was it? Drama with Ferdinand? Mai needs to get smarter, more sneaky, more malicious maybe. Set stuff up. Wolfred drama. It was a pretty chill drama. It was kind of cutting all over the place. The pacing issues again. Like some episodes fleshed it out better. Some episodes were kind of just jumping from one point to another. It felt like one of those episodes. Overall, just okay. It was enjoyable. What else is enjoyable? Iruma-kun. Oh my fucking god. Okay, this... I thought we were done with the hype shit, and as usual, after we're done with the hype shit, what happens? Chill out. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna just have some slice of life. We're gonna just chill. No. Six Fingers pulls up. Like, whoa, what? And the main villain group pulls up, and Kiryu was there. Finally meets Asmodeus, and the drama happens. Asmodeus pulls up on Kiryu, understands that, like, wait a minute, this guy's been in the Wicked's face for too fucking long. That clash was actually epic. It came out of nowhere. Like, my guard was down. I was like, oh my god. And then Poro-chan-sama getting baited by the Six Finger. Someone said that the guy that Poro was fighting was literally the guy that Poro was petting during the music festival. And I'm like, wait a fucking moment. Someone go check that. Because in Walter Park 2, the guy basically that Poro-chan was fighting, or basically the guy that was trying to convince him, he looks so plain. And I really did think to myself during the music festival, wait a minute, that guy kind of looks like the Six Fingers guy. There's no way, right? It actually might be. The whole episode was fucking crazy. The wrap up and the aftermath of this arc was really well done. Some chill hangout time at home, playing video games with Grandpa, and then opera, yeah. And then the Alucard stuff, with our rank being increased, what's going on with him? He changed shapes again. We don't have a Link anymore, but he's literally like human size now. So the revival of Durkala. What does that really mean? Is he actually dead? What is Alucard right now? We'll figure out later on. Witch Chat Atelier. Let's think. Last week, what was it? Keyfree scaring the shit out of me as usual. I thought he's gonna... I don't know. No Noah's kid, you know? That kid's still not just safe yet. He might still be in shit, right? But it was mostly Keyfree trying to figure out the link to the brim caps using the vial, right? We have the vial swap magic, the forgotten magic, and now we have this compass that we can actually link back to. Brim cap shows up, just Keyfree gets destroyed by a bottle. Brim cap is so fucking cool. Keyfree loses a lead, but he doesn't give up. I'd say minimum grade for sure. But again, not gonna put anything in peak just yet. Just god fucking damn, this shit was great. Wistoria. Minimum grade. Oh my god. Wistoria this week was also so fun. Very sus. Okay, the Julia's backstory was so fucking stupid that it was peak. Bro fell in love with the maid when he was like 5 years old and then got betrayed at the age of 7 and he gave up on everybody else. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? I thought it was gonna be some tragic sob story of why he can't trust people or be kind to people anymore, but it's just the dumbest fucking stupid story. And I think it's better that way. And no more serious sob story. Just give me something funny and serious instead. What else happened? The training. Yulia's going out of his way. How much he cares for Will. It's really endearing to see. What else is there? There was also the Caradwen lady. So unknown age lady pulls up and starts talking in a language that is so Epstein coded. Like everything she does, I'm gonna ensnare you children. I've been watching over you. It's just like, what is she up? What is she up to? Like she's fucking Diddy sensei. She's a MILF though, so I guess double standards exist, right? If it reverse the genders, bro, could you imagine? Wait a minute, if we reverse the genders, it'd be Keyfree and the witches. But no, Keyfree doesn't behave like that. Keyfree has not for a single moment even tried to pretend like he's a fucking groomer like Caradwen. Caradwen's lines, every fucking line is like... Anyways, I'm a fan of her. It was a pretty chill episode. It was just kind of set up, but it was still really fun. And Kreuz's motivations and all that. With story again, just has such a nice polish. Every episode's so nice to watch. Marriage talks in this week. We're getting into a new arc. It was actually really fucking hype. Marriage talks, and I think the action with Peachy was actually unreal. I'll probably put it here. What else? The action sequence versus Peachy was unreal. The new girl that pulled up the Hamster Master fan service and how actually, you know, different she is compared to what she looks is kind of funny. The Hamster fan service, the serious, you know, they're really cute. The Beastmasters, they're all called up. The comedy was kind of funny. They're all dead. And now we're entering this like final arc where we gotta fight like this Batmaster guy. The presentation of the episode was really nice. The action again was beautifully done. This Peachy guy pulled up and he just added so much threat to our, you know, like danger level. We got to see Gero like use triple toxin for the first time. He can't really handle it though. Maybe later on he can. He basically tried to go like Super Saiyan 3. Didn't really work out. I thought it was a pretty hype episode. Daemons. This episode probably weaker episode relative to the others. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it's one of those transition episodes where we're trying to get to the next arc, right? It's kind of awkward. Bunch of tourism stuff happening, you know, trying to figure out where to buy new clothes and new stuff to get arrows and stuff. What else? That's pretty much it. I think that the Master's son was probably the one that made the wall on the west side, right? So remember, there's a door apparently on the west side where they came from. Kagemori clan. There is no fucking door on the west side. But the mangaka Master's son, his powers literally is like creative mode. So if you think about it, who could it be? Unless this is crazy misdirection again. I mean, even during the fucking Zoom call where he's talking to his editor, she's like, "Why do you look like a villain's like? Why do you look like a final boss in the darkness?" You know, the show seems to be screaming that he's the fucking bad guy, but am I supposed to believe it? The final, the final scene where the long armed, you know, guy, the long arm and long leg guy pulls up was kind of hyped too, I guess. Scary, creepy looking. Other than that, it was pretty chill. I'd say that it was a good episode. I'd say that it was probably a good episode, just kind of like chilling. Tensura this week was also pretty chill. Cute like, you know, what's it called? They're like getting a new drip. They're really excited to go excavating and all that. Who else is really cute? Kazarim, right? Kazali, you know, in the body of an elf. Remember the ex-demon lord that's been brought back by, you know, Yuki and Clayman's forces, right? She's really cute. Bosu, yeah. It was chill. There was nothing really going on. It was, I don't know. This episode definitely was lackluster compared to the others. It didn't feel too chopped though. Like the sense of pacing and direction wasn't bad. I'm just kind of just watching it, but nothing too crazy happened. Like the setup was fun to watch. What was it? Like the plan and the schemings of Mariabel, of how she's gonna take care of Rimuru, right? Yuki, ISO Rimuru. We're gonna use the Chaos Dragon remnants to most likely isolate what's it called, Milim. And Veldora will be taken by Luminous, and Grandpa Pirozzo and Mariabel are scheming. That's always fun to watch, right? Glenda stuff, Glenda fan service. Glenda's got a job now. Pretty chill episode. Nothing too crazy. I'd probably put it like here. Needy Girl Overdose this week. Definitely at the top of good, if not in great. I don't know if it should go in great. Let me think about it. You know what? It should. It should go in great. Because I did not expect an actual fucking fight sequence happen coherently. To be done that well and for it the conclusion to be such a wholesome message of the friends pulling up. It was truly such a dichotomy in how Karamazov operates and how, you know, Needy Girl Kawaii Angel operates. Michika's crashing out. She's complaining and she's frustrated and all that. Kachi's there for her. The fight is actually really hype. The music is it's really nice. The direction of the fight was great. At the end, Netsuka, and then what? Netsuka and Lollipop pull up and they're there for her. And it's such a beautiful moment where she realizes, damn, I have the power of friends. And if I rely on them, like we can get through anything together. And that's what Karamazov is all about. It's always been a friend group meant to dethrone this solo queen. And this solo queen seems to be at the brink of her madness, right? Like, who is P? What's this blob of fucking thing that she's hugging calling P? Does P actually exist? The dreamlike sequence with the Astral Express train of Lollipop saying, I don't need you anymore, right? It feels like Lollipop has found her own meaning of happiness and does not need Kawaii Angel anymore. Kawaii Angel does not have friends. She's not held back by friends. And there are pros and cons that comes with it. But during this like final battle during Christmas time, can we really do this? She has a gift apparently for P. And it might be to solidify her legacy and to just kill herself. I think that's kind of like what's gonna happen. I don't know. Unless she gets saved or something. I don't really want like a positive, wholesome ending for this anime. I think that it should go all the way to the end and stick to its roots of Kawaii Angel most likely gonna have a mental breakdown and to end it with a one big bang. That's the way that I'm expecting for this anime to end. Overall, just like Nippon Sangoku, underrated anime for sure. For sure, underrated anime. I understand why this would be so unwatchable by a lot of people, because it does feel very... like, I'm not gonna say I'm smart or have media literacy of the highest degree, but I don't think a casual viewer could watch this anime and just could come out every week saying, wow, I had fun. And this is definitely an acquired taste and a totally different anime that I just don't expect the casual audience to ever even check out. It makes sense why they would do that. It is what it is. These two easily will go into the peak. So Classroom of the Elite came out of fucking nowhere. It truly came out of fucking nowhere with this fight. Like you know how I just talked about Needy Girl having a fight scene out of nowhere? Like, this is actually fucking insane. Now, listen, we know that Classroom of the Elite has fight scenes since like season 2. Not even season 2, season 1. Manabu versus Ayano Koji was crazy when Manabu was about to beat the shit out of his sister. Remember that? Imagine that scene, but with like this season's production line. Holy fuck. Or even the Ryuin fight. I think the Ryuin fight versus Ayano Koji was still well done. But this episode, I'm starting to realize, bro, what are they on? What the fuck is happening? We know that season 4 has changed the character models and like the studio's the same, but the director and the production line, the team working on it has changed. And the overall art style changed to fit more of the light novel, and the pacing is more one-to-one with the light novel compared to the anime stuff. A lot of complaints were the pacing issues the last seasons. This one, we're going like 16 episodes deep, and I think it's pretty well done. And the fight scenes, they are giving it Dragon Ball fight. We're breaking sonic barriers. People are sound barriers. We're fucking sonic barrier kick. Like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm not complaining. I love it. Nase is like Chuni fucking LARPing persona that she inherited from her fucking dead boyfriend. Hanako is like, hey, just because you talk with a different fucking pronoun doesn't mean you're a different person. Like, you don't even believe it right now. The fight was hyped, the action was heated. I just couldn't believe what I was watching, and I think that's how the rest of the anime community felt when they watched it. They were like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is actually happening right now? Like, what is this action? Where is this anime coming from? I love it. I'm not complaining. I think this should happen more. I think that an anime like this that is so grounded in just like, it's not a fighting anime. It's just fucking regular high school kids just thinking they're fucking edgy and smart. For this anime to have like these kind of fucking, not like Jujutsu Kaisen fights, but they be fighting like they're in the fucking Shibuya incident. Hell yeah, and it's just starting now. Ichika versus Kushida stuff was also like crazy fucking hype. Like the sonic boom fucking slaps happening. Kushida also parried one for a second, the punch. Apparently that never happened, so the anime's trying to give Kushida a bit of dubs. The what's it called? The Director Skishiro threatening Ichino, say torture to erase memories. Oh wait a minute, I'm not the white room, I can't do that. That was pretty funny, huh? Anakoji's final monologue thinking he's so fucking tough, and honestly, that was straight out of season 1, bro. Just watching, oh yeah, let's be friends. I can help you, we can do this together. He's like, yes, another sacrificial pawn gained. Oh my god, Koji thought he was so fucking cold. Definitely a memorable episode. It was fucking insane. ReZero. Absolutely. This episode was also very, very memorable. This episode was unfucking real. Like, it actually just... So, let's think about it. Was the episode that fucking good, though? Because I can say confidently, Classroom of the Elite, from beginning to end, was consistently peak. For sure it was. Was ReZero that good? This is a genuine fucking question, and I think that most fanboys could never acknowledge what I'm about to say. I don't think the entire episode was god tier. I think that about 70% of the episode was just us watching and looking at what Subaru's up to, and nothing that much going on other than the mysteries of him trying to figure out what's going on and the interesting character dynamics. Like, that shit was not the pinnacle of animation or the pinnacle of drama. It was very fun and entertaining and engaging to watch, but I'm not gonna fucking sit here and pretend that this shit, look, this is what it meant to be from beginning to start, to have a fucking direction of that fucking peak. I say this is cinema. I say this is also from the beginning to end was that fucking entertaining too, even though it doesn't keep up with Nippon Sangoku, production. From beginning to end. People just remember one moment, and that's their definition of the episode. I remember watching it thinking, this doesn't feel that special. Nothing too crazy has happened, but it's very interesting to see from the eyes of Subaru what's going on. And then the last 30% of the episode hits you in the fucking head. It is crazy. We dial up from like a 6 out of 10 to a 12 out of 10 in like direness, seriousness. Shit gets real so fucking fast. What happens? He falls off the stairs. Dude, someone just pushes him in the back and it's, shit! The first death wasn't too crazy though, right? The first death was like, whoa, we just got pushed. And he wakes up and he's like, oh, what the fuck just happened? And then he gets pushed again. And the second push, dude, he somehow hit every fucking corner of those stairs falling down. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Like, it was genuinely fucking unreal. Like, it straight up, this shit just came out of fucking nowhere. And it was actually like, oh, the death that was done, it was so well done. If you look at this scene when he's dying too, the voice lines that's being said, a lot of the dialogues are things that's already been said that doubts Subaru's, capabilities. He's dead weight. We don't need him right now, blah, blah, blah. But there's also a fucking line when we're talking about how memories shape people and Natsuki Subaru asking, who are you? So that line right there is a character that is not somebody that's in this fucking room. In this arc, but they were last arc. It's Rui, one of the gluttony, and if you think about memories, it's gotta be Rui. And for Subaru to ask back, who are you? Was that a conversation that Subaru and Rui had? Basically what I'm asking is, was that dialogue the last thing that Subaru remembers before getting his memories wiped in the library when he was looking through the passage of what's going on with Raid? I think so. I think that's what was going on. Really clever way of hiding the dialogue and the hint during the fucking madness going on. And then after the death, oh my god, it's just a fucking, you think this guy can't suffer? He just keeps fucking Raid fucking diddles his fucking body with the chopsticks. Like, what the fuck? And it didn't feel like Raid was doing it out of like malice or trying to torture him like that, but the timing of that could not be any fucking worse. He falls down another fucking set of stairs. He's so scared. He's grabbing onto the fucking ground. Nails are fucking coming up, but that's how fucking terrified he is. Satala pulls up, and then like, I think she actually tries to calm him down. Now, I thought that she's trying to say, oh, you better not fucking tell other people about your fucking power. But it did feel like she's caressing his heart, not in a gripping way, but more of like patting way. It was a heart pat, okay? So she's actually there trying to help him out. She feels really bad, I guess, for him. It's just the depiction of Natsuki Subaru, like, and you gotta think, this is the first thing, right? This is not like a hardened Natsuki Subaru that's died multiple times before. This is a fresh fucking person that like, do you remember like season 1? Elsa listen, Elsa fucking our guts up. Yo, shout outs to Raid. Elsa, was a bowel hunter. Raid did touch her bowels a little bit too, little parallels still, but Subaru didn't suffer this much. It was crazy, but it wasn't this level of fucking madness. This is like, we speedran that shit. Remember how fucking crazy he went at the end of episode 15 as, like, he was mentally fucking broken. But he's not angry just yet, right? Because what happens? In episode 15, he's basically pretending to be crazy. That's what a lot of people think. He's at his fucking lowest and everything is done and it can't get any fucking worse. Rem Twister moment happens. Betelgeuse is torturing him. It is there, right? But what happens after? He gets angry. And that anger turns into even more crash out moments. And I think that's what we're headed next, right? The Aura Monster is the next episode. And I can't wait to see exactly where this current state of Natsuki Subaru will lead us for even more prime content. Also, Shala is tweaking out. We're not just done yet. Right. We're not done yet. What happens? Subaru runs out the tower. Shala starts fucking tweaking, and now Terminator mode is on, right? Don't forget about that. We're not done yet. So next episode when we start, we about to get a Terminator death immediately. So while I don't acknowledge that the entirety of the episode was on, again, that consistently fucking cinema like Nippon Sangoku, or entertaining like on that fucking level of crazy shit happening like Classroom of the Elite, the content that peaked was so fucking peaked that, like, you know what, a lot of people think this is 9.9 out of 10, and you know what, that's how people feel about it. At the end of the day, the rating shouldn't be based off of some sort of, like, of course I'm trying to have some sort of objective system where we can try to standardize the ratings, but if a moment was so good to you and it's something so memorable, fuck it, call it a 10 out of 10. At the end of the day, you should be able to enjoy art and rate it whatever you want. Just be honest with it, right? That's all I ask. Just at least acknowledge. Listen, was the entire fucking episode that cinema? No. Was it fucking peak though? And was it that memorable? Hell yeah. Now, I do want to promote some shows up, but that deserves extra juice. I think Nippon Sangoku deserves to be up here. I think that it's just so fucking unreal that, like, it truly was, like, it's just so underrated. This is true art. This is cinema. This is amazing. But I enjoyed COTE more. I enjoyed COTE more than this. Why? Because this is, again, my, like, cheap, what's it called? I'm not gonna call it junk food, but there's a lot of reasons why COTE is so enjoyable. And for that fight scene to happen, it was also shocking. This was unprecedented. Like, nobody fucking expected the fights in COTE to be like this. And the way that it made motions online, so many people were absolutely baffled and just shocked and stunned. And they're like, what the fuck are we watching right now? Now, if I wanted to extra glaze, right? If I wanted to extra glaze, I don't think I need to add a separate tier. A separate tier is usually added just to separate when there's so many other stuff in peak. There isn't really. But, like, if I wanted to extra glaze, maybe, like, I could put these two up here. These were really amazing episodes too, right? But there's definitely a distinction in, like, how much COTE and ReZero, I think, just peaked. It was just out of nowhere. It just truly was unreal. But hey man, really good here too. And that's my weekly tier list. See you next time.